Okay guys, I'm back here again, a little bit more on the tax information. So this is part two of the tax information that we were just talking about. I'm still here at the Bum Lot South location, obviously. I'm probably number one waiting for a select ride. One thing that I forgot that I said, I just remembered, was going to be your phones. If you have, most of you guys have two phones, that's a tax write-off. Most of these phone bills are coming out to like $100 to $200 a month. My phone plan with this tablet, yes, this tablet is a tax write-off as well. The tablet with my phone is over $200. I also spend an additional $20 to have Wi-Fi on this tablet so that my customers can use it if they want to change their music. The car actually comes with Wi-Fi because this is a 2017 Lincoln MKT. So like I said, spend more, you're able to use it as a tax write-off if it's used in your office. This right here is your office. The same thing goes for the extra $20 that I spend for the tablet is to have YouTube music, so I don't have to go through, I don't know if you guys know, but when you look at YouTube videos, there's always like advertisements going on, and that's a lot of stuff that I just exclude from that, so I can just listen to music the entire time. The music is for my customers, and they get to choose the music that they want. I also have panels down there in the bottom where they're able to choose their heat and AC temperature. This is what this car came with. I'm not saying that's part of a tax write-off, but they're able to change the station as well down there for this tablet, and they're able to choose their music through there while I have a tablet up here. A lot of cool features that obviously we did not have as young kids growing up, and now we're in a new age world where technology has just skyrocketed really high. But yeah, guys, the other thing too, rideshare insurance. If you guys think that rideshare insurance is too much money, guess what? It's best for you to get it because that is also a tax write-off. The Uber Black drivers and Uber Black SUV drivers, they pay about $400 to $600 a month for commercial insurance, and that's a tax write-off as well. I got an insurance through Aflac, which is considered like a short-term disability. I talked to my tax agent, and he told me that he was going to be able to use it as a tax write-off, but he said just buy into it because you never know if you're going to be able to use it. Uh, it is a safety net for me. Most of us Uber drivers who do this full time, there really is no safety net here. If you lose your job with Uber, or you lose your contract business with Uber, not a job, because you don't work for them, you work with them, obviously, right? At any rideshare company, you may just be stuck. You may not be able to find a job, but there's insurances out there that will provide money for you to obviously survive. Whether if it's a month, 2 or 3 months. I pay an additional $150 a month for compensation in case something were to happen. Aflac has this type of insurance. You get into a severe car accident, so maybe you had a heart attack and you need to be out for like 3 to 6 months, and short-term disability takes that into effect. If you have that type of insurance, I did not get it through my normal insurance company because they were actually going to be charging me a lot more money. But I'm surprised that with Aflac it was actually way cheaper. But that I am not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure I can use that as a tax write-off because I'm in this car and that insurance is being used for me solely, purposefully, here doing rideshare, right? So there was a couple of more things that I think I just forgot to mention. Monthly that you pay for that you can use as a tax write-off. Let me give you guys an example of how businesses use things as tax write-off, right? Because the next topic that I'm going to talk about is one of the reasons why you probably don't want to go to H&R Block. And when I say probably, I'm actually saying do not go there to do your taxes. Let me see if I can flip this. Okay, no, I cannot. Okay, so these Uber stickers and the Lyft sticker, right? We got those for free. There are millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of those stickers provided to so many rideshare drivers out there in the entire world, right? But let's talk about our country, the United States of America. Still millions, okay? That stuff is provided to us for free. If I was able to buy that stuff, I'd be able to use that as a tax write-off. There's big major corporations like Uber, because Uber is a corporation. They do have employees that work for them who get paid hourly and also get paid a salary. Those types of employees get to have like benefits, where they have health insurance and all that stuff. So most of those are not using the contracting part of the business for them to work, for themselves, working with Uber, obviously. But the more money that Uber and Lyft spends money on buying those stickers, the better for them, because they get to use that as a tax write-off, which is one of the reasons why, my tax agent was saying that, Henry, when you're running your own business, right? Because again, we don't work for Uber. Uber did not call me. I didn't have a sit-down interview with them. The only thing they did was a background check to, clarify that I'm able to drive in the city of Chicago. We didn't have a sit-down talk where they're going to be telling me, Henry, we want to pay you $17.50 an hour. Or Henry, because you're highly qualified, you used to work for a limousine company, we want to pay you $23 an hour. There's no such thing as that here. The sky's the limit here, right? The X amount of hours you put on the app, you may get lucky and get that long ass trip that goes all the way to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, or maybe even South Bend, Indiana. And the money's just going to keep coming in, right? You may have had like a $200 day in 6 hours, and then somehow you got a call from the O'Hare Airport that goes all the way to South Bend, Indiana, and you got like $120 for that ride. And then you might just call it quits from there and just say, you know what, I'm just going to go home, right? So as you yourself being a rideshare driver, you need to understand that when you have stuff that you want to provide for the business that you have, if you treat this as a business, where every day, and not just every day, but mostly monthly stuff that you're spending on for you to get to be able to write off stuff when it comes time to do your taxes, it works out better in your favor. And the reason why I say not to go to H&R Block and Jackson Hewitt is because those types of companies, even though they do taxes year round as well, those types of companies have offices all over the nation. And not all over the nation, but they have offices where they have people backing them up, which are called, maybe district managers, regional managers. So when they see someone like a normal person that makes, let's say, $40,000 a year, right? At the end of the year, they get this thing so-called W-2 form. When you go to do your taxes with them, this has happened to me when I have gotten W-2 forms. They finish my taxes in literally, I'm not joking, in like less than 20 minutes. The guy's like going to the computer so fast, not being able to check mark some of the stuff that maybe he knows that if he checks marks some things that you probably spent money on that cost you money that could possibly be a tax write-off, he's just going right through them and just saying, you know what, the fuck with this guy. This rideshare guy, all he does is rideshare. He can't get any money back. He needs to pay taxes. He's totally wrong. So you need to understand that when you're doing this type of business, all that stuff that I said to you, when you have a real tax agent ask you the right questions, not like H&R Block where they always miss the boxes that have to be check marked, where they say, hey, did this rideshare driver, buy clothes? They don't go through those steps there. Did this rideshare driver spend anything in his car, in his so-called office, right? This is my office, my car. Did he spend anything in the car that was utilized and used for his customers? H&R Block doesn't do that. H&R Block's all about, let's make this quickly, easy, and as fast as possible as we can so we can get this guy out of here. Let's get him on that Emerald bank card. They have an Emerald bank card. You guys know what I'm talking about. The one where they take out, like, let's say your income tax return check is supposed to be $2,000, and they say you can get your money instantly right now if you apply for this Emerald bank card. But there's a catch. We're only going to give you $1,800 instead of the $2,000 that you should be waiting for in the next 2 weeks. Have I done that? No, I have. I have done it once for the state income tax refund check because I said, you know what, let me give it a try. Let's see how it works. I was just, I was, just curious. This happened to me probably like 10 years ago when I was a really HR Block fan. But now that I'm working with a business that has been provided to me for me to work with this business so that I can see how much money I'm spending, maybe I can balance things out. Now, mind you, all the stuff that I have told you in the past video and this video, right? Some of you who do make a lot of money doing rideshares, there's some of you guys that are making 6 figures doing rideshare because you guys are on the app for a very, very long time. You guys are devoted 7 days a week. I do the same thing too. It's just there's some times that I have to play it sometimes smart, right? Yeah, I did $1,500, but there's some times where I'm like, you know what? Let me go to the airport, selects a little busy right now. I might get a call real quick. Right now, I'm taking the chances. I've been here for over an hour. It still says that I'm 1 to 5 waiting for a select ride. I may not get one. If it's 5 o'clock, I'm gonna have to turn select off and turn Uber X on and just get that Uber X ride and see where that Uber X ride takes me to, right? So this is all like a random game for us. We don't know what to expect, what we're gonna get. If I do wait for select, who knows? I might get a select call that goes all the way to Schaumburg and that pays me $100 for a select ride all the way from Midway. But anyway, that's nowhere here nor that. What I'm trying to explain to you is that doing your taxes and doing them the right way, when you sit down with a tax agent and he or she's asking you the right questions, where your taxes can possibly take about an hour or 2 to get done, definitely more than an hour, because you have to really pinpoint the stuff that you really spent throughout that year doing rideshare, because if you miss out on that stuff, you're not gonna get any money back. And guys, I'm telling you right now, I got some pretty good money back. I'm not gonna say how much I got back, but it's one of the reasons why I was able to get this Lincoln MKT. This Lincoln MKT costed me $23,000 out the door. The taxes I paid on it was a little over $2,000. That's going to be a tax write-off. But get this, my Lincoln MKS, which was paid off, they gave me $4,000 for that car, knowing that it had almost 200,000 miles. 4,000. I was able to put down $3,000, and now I'm only paying a 5-year monthly plan of $300 a month with good interest. I'm good. And this car will obviously, it should be paid off in a year, obviously, but I'm living the dream, man. I can't stress much enough that if you do rideshare, please take into consideration, if you want, email me. Again, my email is hankghost2694@outlook.com. I will give you some information that you need so that when tax season is ready for you to do your taxes, you will go to the right tax agent so that you can either possibly get money back, maybe even out. You never know, depending on how much money you drove with Uber and Lyft, or maybe just not even have to pay a lot of money. I got money back. Guys, I'll let you go. It was nice having you listening on the video. Other than that, have a nice day. Remember, tax season, when it comes up next year, remember me, about what I said. You can possibly get money back, okay? Have a nice day, guys. Thanks for staying on the video. Thank you.